Vitor Paschoal, I'm a BJJ brown belt and I'm representing Caio Terra BJJ Association. I started training Jiu-Jitsu when I was 14 years old because my older brother introduced Jiu-Jitsu to me and my other brother too. And I started training in Copacabana, Rio, Carson Gym under my master Alan Moraes. Since then, I have been training non-stop. My favorite moves and techniques are basically the guard position. I like triangles, I like omoplata, I like footlocks too. I am competing in the 5 tournament because I like new challenges. I like to test myself, I like to improve my game whenever I have the chance.
Up. This should be an interesting match. Brandon Tucker is a big guy, really strong, good wrestling. And Vitor, if you watched him, if you were able to see his matches, really technical guard.
From Caio Terra, we have Mr. Vitor Paschoal. And from Jiu-Jitsu League, we have Mr. Brandon Tucker.
Here we go, Brandon Tucker against Vitor Paschoal. Both competitors getting ready. Be very interesting to see without the gi what Vitor is going to do. If he's going to actually try to take Brandon down or if he's going to pull guard. There's no deductions if he pulls guard. Brandon coming in on a takedown. Both men go out of bounds, so the referee Jimmy Serra brings him back to the action. Vitor establishing guard. Brandon's bringing him back down. Brandon trying to make some posture, trying to separate the legs there to set up his pass. Vitor holding on. 0-0. Got about 5 minutes left in this matchup. You know, 4 minutes left. Brandon trying to pass. Vitor getting his leg over the shoulder there. Looks like setting up a triangle, but Brandon's got tons of pressure coming down on him. Not too sure if he's going to be able to triangle big Brandon Tucker. And it's always cool to see these big weight differential matches, the open weight championship matches. People love to see real jiu-jitsu, you know, smaller guys compete against the big. Brandon continuing the pressure pass here. Vitor on the bottom, trying to hold on, trying to establish a triangle, trying to get the triangle, switching out to omoplata, maybe. That must be so much weight coming down. Oh, look at that. Brandon opening the guard now. Brandon going for the pass. Here we go. Can he get to the back? No, Vitor reestablishes his half guard. Brandon on top, trying to pass. He's got 2 minutes left. Vitor on the bottom. No points so far, but Vitor had a couple submission attempts. I'm not too sure if the referees are going to gauge that. I know that they favor submission attempts a little more so than regular points. So technically Vitor could be up because he had almost a triangle, almost omoplata, but Brandon's very close to passing this guard now. He's got 1:45 seconds to do so. Tons of pressure from the top. This is must be a super frustrating position to be in. Brandon continuing to try to pass. It's pretty cool. Brandon's, he's using some sort of a little bit different grips, trying to manipulate the posture of Vitor on the bottom. Not really doing contemporary passing style. Very, very slow. Tons of pressure. Here we go. And ladies and gentlemen, joined at this time by world champion, ADCC champion, Mr. Shanji Ribeiro. Joining us for commentary. Shanji, what do you think of this match? It's 0-0.
It's a classic big man smashing his moment. And, I just wish the guy on the top would kind of like move a little more, get better angles, since he's a bigger stacker guy. The guy on the bottom was doing well, but now he got himself caught in that,
I mean, it's pretty risky what Vitor was trying. Yeah, tried the triangle on a big guy like that. Yeah. It's very, very risky game, but
very risky game, yeah. Especially stacking.
Yeah.
Almost impossible to lock really.
Time is up. 0-0. Let's see what the referees decide.
Yeah, you're gonna have to think about the triangle attempt versus the positioning. So I guess you gotta go with the rules. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Let's see what the referees decide here.
Yeah.
And it looks like
2 reds against 1 blue. So they got the positioning.
Your winner by referee decision from Jiu-Jitsu League, Mr. Brandon Tucker.
It's good match. He kept himself composure, waited his opportunity, got the positioning, didn't really do any damage as far as submissions, but
I think he controlled. I mean, even though Vitor had the 2 submission attempts, I think it's safe to say Brandon controlled the whole match. You know what I mean? Like he dictated to where things were outside of those 2 submission attempts, but
exactly, yeah. Which actually they weren't really.
They were locked.
Yeah, he's physically way bigger than the other kid.
Like when he tried the triangle, it was on, but it wasn't closed. It was
more like a close guard.
Yeah.
Than actually like a triangle or something.
Yes.
That's good. It's gonna be interesting now.